welcome back to Trucking with Velox 18. I just got a phone call this morning that the trailer is done, so I've booked up some loads. We're ready to hit the ground running, and we're trying to run away from the hurricane down in Florida. All the loads seem to want to go down to Florida, and so all the other loads that I would normally want to take have already been scooped up because it's the middle of the week, and everyone's trying to get out of the southeast, it seems like. So I took some loads that are different. We're not going to run for a very good rate per mile this week, but we're going to be on some new roads and we're going to get some revenue, which you know, at the end of the day, making some revenue, even if we're not making a huge profit, even if we're taking a little bit of a loss, if we're covering our bills this week, I think that's a win. If we're covering the bills, that's the main thing. So we're gonna run for a low rate per mile this week, and you know, we're gonna be Lone Star trucking. So we'll see what happens. Roll the dice a little bit and hope that everything goes well, because if we break down or anything, it'll be a completely lost trip. But yeah, that's kind of how trucking is anyway. You're always rolling dice. Every time you get in that truck, get behind that wheel, pull load 80,000 pounds down the road, you're rolling the dice that things are going to go well, because things could go bad in a hurry. When they go bad, they cost a lot, both in money and in you know, potential life altering things. So the roads are a dangerous place. We're going to get trucking. We got our brakes nice and safe on our trailer so we can run down the road safe and stop down the road safe, and so that's what we're going to do, man. So we're going to go hop in that truck, get the heck out of here, but first we got to roll the music. We made it over here to pick up the trailer. For a minute, I forgot I had to pay for the thing. I was like, just looking, see my trailer over here in the corner. I was like, I'll just go over there and hook up to it, get the heck out of here. But that's right, I forgot we gotta pay for this thing. So I may end up popping my clutch out a little bit, because we did an adjustment on the clutch, and so it's adjusted properly now. I just got used to driving it out of adjustment. So now I'm popping the clutch everywhere I go. It's kind of embarrassing, actually. It's like, man, that guy's over there trying to peel out. See? It's touchy now. All right, I'm gonna go get hooked up to this, go in and pay for it, and then we'll get the heck out of here. All right, we got that taken care of, and now we're headed down the road. And I stayed in there and chatted probably a little bit too long, but yeah, we'll probably be there around 2:30. So, you know, probably should have tried to be a little quicker, but I'm also trying to get to know those guys a little bit, because well, they're my new shop guys. You know, that's where I'm going to be getting all my stuff taken care of. So, yeah, might as well get to know those guys. But anyway, all right. I will catch up with you guys down the road, and we'll see. We'll see if we can get this one on the truck quickly. Last time I went to Lineage Logistics in Murfreesboro, it was actually a really quick turnaround. So we'll see what happens this time. But yeah, catch up with you guys when we get over there. All right, we showed up over here right at 2:30 for our 3 p.m. appointment, and we're getting checked in now.
I changed your trailer number?
3836.
3836.
Yeah, my bad. I need to get stickers made for it. There's that yellow number right on the front, right there in the corner.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I've been saying that for like a year and a half that I need to get stickers made for it. I don't think he's ever going to have it.
Alright, so this is going to have the back in the door 1. Just make sure you slide the tendons back. The reefer's all good as long as it's at -10. So after you slide the tendons back, you don't have to open the doors. They'll do that from the inside. You just sit in the truck, wait for them to give you the green light or a text message, and you'll go to the receiving office, which is by doors 9 and 10.
Cool. And then 1 is all the way on that side or all the way on this side?
It's all the way on that side.
Okay, cool.
So you'll be in that area.
All right, cool. Thank you, sir. All right. So we got checked in, and we're gonna get down here to door 1. Door 1, folks. Did I tell you we're going to Texas? I did. I said we're Lone Star Trucking this week. Yeah, we're gonna go to Texas. I know the rates aren't good, but it was kind of like this. Do you want to get like bad rates going into like mountainous areas that aren't good freight markets either, or do you want to get bad rates where you can get longer runs with? So basically, I'm gonna get a lot of miles, even though it's a low rate per mile, and so this week's just a volume week. I'm gonna run through the weekend and into next week. So I'm leaving out on Wednesday, and I'll probably be back next Thursday or Friday. And so this is the game we're playing: is how many miles can I put down? You know, what are we looking at? So yeah. So it's kind of with the way that the hurricane's coming in, it seems like all of my normal lanes kind of got they kind of got scooped up. At least that's what it seems like to me. Maybe it's just a slow week altogether, but all the loads that are left are going to Florida and North Carolina. It seems like there was a lot of loads going to Georgia when they thought it was going to, hit Georgia. But then once Georgia seemed like, it's not going to come up the Panhandle and hit Georgia, then all of a sudden all the Panhandle loads and of Florida and all of the Georgia loads just kind of got scooped up too. So I think it's kind of silly to try to sit around and like find the perfect loads for me, when the fact is that there's not gonna. I'm kind of late to the game too, because I didn't know if my trailer was gonna be done or not. So I kind of had to. Man, I suck at this. Well, my tandems are all the way back. I already told you guys this last week. I'm completely off. I'm completely off of where I need to be. What's funny is it's actually kind of like, I don't mind it so much because it puts you in position to you don't have as much overhang on the back, so it kind of makes it to where you don't have to worry as much about the back of your trailer. So I like that. I like that aspect of it. Like where your tandems are is where your trailer is. You don't have to like when you're spinning it in there, you don't gotta worry about the back of your trailer getting the trailer, you know, on the blind side of you, on the side that you can't see. All you gotta do is just get it in the stinking hole. So it's cool like that, but I'm just not used to backing stuff in like that. So of course it takes me a couple pull-ups to get it just right. It would have taken me a couple pull-ups probably, even if my tandems were this, you know, like they normally are, like I'm used to them. It's just kind of the way that it goes, man. But it's definitely different when your tandems are slid all the way back. I was in a hurry. Had to get by me, right? Had to get there. I'm holding him up. Oof. Normally the ones where this is one of the ones where they open the doors from the inside. Normally they go in a little bit more, so you get a little they're further in when like you get past the little shroud and it goes in like another foot or two. This one is not that long. All of a sudden, boom. All right, this was way too long of a segment, so we're gonna get loaded up and then we'll get on our way, man. Get on our way to Texas, Tejas. All right, we got loaded up, got our paperwork. Let's hit the road, Jack. All right, let's get the heck out of here. We got to check out at the gate. I'm gonna go around the corner, get some fuel for the truck and fuel for my body, and then we're gonna go trucking, and we're gonna take a long trip tonight. I got plenty of time if I use the exemption. So we're gonna be running the COVID exemption. They extended it to October 15th, so that's what we're gonna do. So we'll see what's gonna happen. Alright. So 55837. Yes, sir. What's the name? Nick Jenkins. Nick Jenkins, got you, buddy. Just let me check that seal on the way out. Oh, yep. Alright, thank you. Alright. So he's gonna check the seal, give us the thumbs up, make sure the seal matches the paperwork, and then we're on our way. So we had to slide our tandems back a little bit again. We got a 40,000 pound load, and the load is just one of those things where they just load it a little bit too heavy on the back. So I had to slide my tandems back. It's almost at the 40-foot mark. We're like within 6 inches or 8 inches of it, maybe a foot. I don't know. But yeah, we're right there as far as and the bridge laws. As far as like the distance between your kingpin on your trailer and the middle, the center of your rear trailer axle, your hub, that has to be 40 feet if you're in California or New York, you know, places like that. So that's the kind of stuff that I would have to deal with if I was going over there. But since I'm going to Texas, not really gonna matter. Not really gonna worry about it. If I was in California, or if I was going to California or going to another place where that was going to be a problem, I would have to go back in there and ask them to rework the load. Tell them that you know, they need to put a little more weight up front, so weigh the pallets, see which pallets are heavier, and put those ones towards the front. And you know, that's what we would have to do. But being that, you know, we can run this far back with the tandem set far back, we're just gonna run it like that. So we're gonna go around the corner right here to the Pilot, get some fuel. We've got about 12 hours of driving to do before 10:30 in the morning. Now it's only about 5 o'clock. Yeah, 5:09. So yeah, I got like 20. What? Not 20. I got like 17 hours to make the trip. So it's not quite enough time to you know, stop halfway and take like a sleeper berth split or anything like that. So I'm gonna have to run on the COVID exemption. It's just the way that the scheduling worked out on this load. It's got a next morning delivery, so you know, I had to use a little bit of my drive time to get over here, you know, to pick this load up. So otherwise I might have been able to just go all the way there, 700 and something miles. You know, if I average 75 miles an hour on the highway parts, then you know, you could probably get there, but we're not going to do that. We're going to use the COVID exemption. It's available to us, so we might as well use it, and then go from there, man. We'll just get there, and then we don't pick up again until the evening time, so we'll have an opportunity to get a full 10-hour reset in. It won't hurt us too bad to run the COVID exemption. That's the one thing about the COVID exemption that one reason why I try not to use it, because as soon as you deliver that load, you've got to like, you know, reset your clock to be legal. So I don't know. I've had some guys say, well, if you're picking up another food load, then, you know, you can run the COVID exemption on your way to go pick up that load and whatever. But I don't know. I've seen some things where it says, you know, where it says why are you going so slow? Is it because that guy's parked in the red to go to McDonald's? Probably. Oh, man. This guy wants me to back up, but I got a car behind me. And I was swinging wide, so I'm blocking 2 lanes. Okay, now the guy who was parked in the red is moving now. Oh, he was pulling in because he was the one leaking all this stuff. That's why he pulled in like that. All right, well, I mean, if you're leaking your load everywhere, I guess you can park in the red. People just gonna have to wait. I thought he was just a guy trying to park there to go to McDonald's. I'm like, hey, dude, that's the wrong place to park to go to McDonald's, bro. All right, so we're gonna have to wait. Looks like wait in line for fuel, and then shoot. and we'll get some fuel and get out of here. Oh no, we got lane 2. Lane 2 is open. Cool. All right, we'll get fuel. We're gonna get some food. We'll run through the night pretty much. We'll get over to the delivery. We'll shut it down over there. We'll make our delivery, and then we'll have a long time. We don't pick up till 10 o'clock tomorrow night, so we'll be able to reset the hours. So that's the plan. Let's make it happen. All right, we're gonna grab 24 west, just for a few miles up to 840 west. Then we're gonna take 40 west. Can't find it, grind it. And then, yeah. And then we're gonna be on our way, man. Take 40 all the way to 30. Take 30 through Texarkana and go down into Texas that way. And we're delivering just outside of Dallas. So that's the route, that's the plan, that's where we're going. Let's stinking get on our way. Get on our horse and ride. Well, we find ourselves in some construction traffic right here near Jackson, Tennessee. So we're parked on the westbound Interstate 40. But, you know, that's just kind of par for the course. Right now, it's looking like we're going to get there at 5 a.m. I bet once I stop and you know, stop once and kind of maybe run into a couple more of these type of slowdowns, we may end up getting there more closer to like 5:30. It's a lot of miles to put down, and so we're gonna be trying to keep things rolling. But I'm not gonna stop and take a break or anything. I'm just gonna probably stop at a truck stop in a little while and use the restroom, and then give myself a little bit more caffeine, give myself a sugar-free Dr. Pepper or something like that, and then just keep on rolling. But yeah, just a few minutes ago, someone hollered at me on the radio. They said, "Hey, is that Velox?" And I was like, "Hey, that sounds like Nomad." And sure enough, it was Nomad Trucker. I forget what his channel, he changed his channel name, and I always forget what it is. I always got it a little bit messed up. It's like another day of trucking with Nomad or something like that. Another day of trucking with Nomad. I think I'm gonna go with that. So looks like this minor league baseball stadium is just letting out next to the highway here, so we may be getting some traffic from people leaving the game. Maybe that's why we're slowing down in the construction zone so bad. But anyway, all right, I'm gonna keep on trucking. I'll catch up with you guys when we stop, and when we get once we stop and take a little break, we'll I'll talk to you guys then. Okay? Okay. All right, the mighty Mississippi River. Welcome to Arkansas, folks. Good old Arkansas. And what do we get in Arkansas? A way station as soon as we cross the river. We are in Texarkana. It is 1:45 a.m. We're trucking right along and we are crossing the threshold. If you look at that sign, it says welcome to Texas, folks. So yeah, the great state of Texas. And we still got 175 miles to go, so we got a little ways to go yet, but yeah, man, stoked to be in Texas. It's nice to be on some roads I haven't been on in a while, and we're just gonna truck it right here down Interstate 30 all the way into Dallas. So yes, sir. You know, in spite of the Texas people's you know, poor taste in fast food cheeseburgers, I kind of envy Texans a little bit. You know, they're really proud of where they're from, and there's something about, you know, the people of Texas, even their love for Whataburger is based on the fact that they really believe everything in Texas is better than the rest of the country. And you know, there's something about that I envy, because well, I think because they're from a place that they're proud of, and where, you know, the culture and the place and the people seem to all fit. And I guess being from California, but feeling kind of like an outsider in the place I was born, you know, it just doesn't. I guess that's probably why I kind of envy people from Texas who, you know, they just love where they're from. A little bit like people from Boston. People from Boston seem to love being from Boston. You know, it's like all they talk about. They're proud of their hometown, their heritage. But yeah, I don't have that. I don't have that. I was born and raised in California. As much as I love the weather and the you know, the Pacific Ocean, and obviously the family members back there, not a whole lot culturally that I identify with in California. I mean, a little bit. I guess there's elements of the California culture that I still carry over. I still wear Vans and Dickies, and you know, I'm still a California guy. But as far as, you know, kind of the larger culture of California, I don't really fit in there. I don't know. I guess I'm rambling on. I do that when it gets late at night. But we'll cut this rant short. I said what I needed to say. God bless the great state of Texas. And I don't know. There's something about a place where they constantly want to talk about seceding from the rest of the country. I like that kind of mentality. I mean, I'm going a little bit over the speed limit, but those guys are hauling butt, man. They're just running right by me like I'm standing still. All right, catch up with you guys when we get into Dallas. All right, we are here in Dallas. We made it to Dallas, and we just got a little short ways left to go. We're going to be in a Dallas suburb, so yeah, we'll get over there, and looks like we'll get there a little bit before 5 o'clock, so we'll get there, and then we will crash out for a little bit. Crash out, go to sleep, and wake up and make our delivery. So COVID exemption has allowed me to drive. Left the shipper at like a little before 5 o'clock, so pretty much 12 hours of driving. So not a terribly long shift when you think about it, but still had to use the exemption to make that happen. So, all right, we're gonna grab this 35. We're gonna go towards Denton. So here we go. I'll catch up with you guys when we get over there. All right, we just got here. Two names you don't really want to see: Saddle Creek, which tends to be one of the worst like warehousing companies, and then Albertsons, which is owned by Kroger, and yeah, you know, grocery warehouses. That's just kind of the way it goes. Grocery warehouses kind of suck. So we're gonna back it in right here because there's two open spots next to each other, and being that I'm tired, you want to give yourself as much wiggle room as possible when you're tired on backing up. Backing up is it shouldn't be that hard, but when you're tired, man, it's like trying to play darts when you're wearing those drunk goggles. This is the one. We're getting it in the parking spot, in between the lines, straight. All right. All right. So we will. We're gonna call it a night for a few hours. So this is where we're gonna cut the video off. All right, this is where we're gonna cut the video off. We're gonna shut it down. We're gonna cut the video off. I'm gonna crawl in the sleeper and go to sleep. I'll check in when I wake up in the morning. I got a 10:30 appointment. It's 5 a.m. now, so I'm not even gonna worry about it. I'm just gonna wake up and check in later. I could check in now, but if I check in now, they may call me at like 3 in the morning to give me a door, and I don't really want to do that. So I'll just wake up at 10, and then this guy's aimed so poorly for the spot he's trying to get into next to me. If he's going for it, I'm gonna have to get out and watch for him, because he aimed directly at my truck. Which, hey, like I said, this time of morning, everyone's tired, man, but it's kind of like, at that point, maybe just spin all the way around, which might actually be what he's doing now. I'm really confused by what he's doing, actually. I'm so confused. Anyway, all right, love you guys. Peace out. I'll see you guys tomorrow when we deliver this load and go pick up our next load, and then we're gonna keep heading west. We're gonna go over to New Mexico. So, all right, love you guys. Peace out.